Mercedes-Benz has recently been changing their brand image to become sporty and to get rid of a stodgy old people reputation they used to have for many years. While they certainly succeeded, one vehicle that has really helped the brand turn around their reputation is the C63 AMG. So let's go ahead and check out and take a closer look at this 2011 Mercedes-Benz C63 AMG. Now the C63 AMG isn't your normal everyday common C-Class here. For starters, it comes with a brawny 6.2 liter V8, and what I love about the C63 AMG is that it's really classy looking and aggressive and sporty at the same time, and that's what I love about high performance compact luxury sports sedans. Now the C63 was one of the very first Mercedes vehicles to really change the brand image for the brand, and as you can see, the C63 is trying to compete with heavy hitters from BMW and Audi, and BMW is its strongest competitor with BMW's M3. But I really do love the styling of the C63 here. Really love the 18-inch alloy wheels. They do look really nice. And overall, I think this vehicle has aged pretty well. It was introduced in the 2009 model year. Now here goes the key fob design for the vehicle. You have your lock, unlock, to release your trunk, and then your panic button, but it's your normal Mercedes smart key here. Now you have smart key access on all four doors of the vehicle, and it is a black exterior color. And you have a full-on black leather interior, and the C63 actually comes with these unique sport bucket front seats. Really nice looking here. And then the AMG logo is also embroidered onto the headrest. You also do have your power driver seat with power recline and memory seat settings for 3 people. All right, now stepping on inside of the C63 here, as you can see, it's a very elegant looking interior design, especially with the wood grain interior trim. Makes it a little more classy inside of here. If they didn't have the wood grain interior trim, I feel like this interior would be pretty Spartan looking because it's all black inside of here. But it's also a pretty sporty looking interior with the unique push button start, and then you also do have these paddle shifters too. And then I really love the 3-spoke steering wheel design. Certainly gives it a more sporty flair inside of here. Now you do have push button ignition. Just put your foot on the brake and hit the button to start. And what you are hearing there is a 6.2 liter V8. Full leather wrap steering wheel. Coming to your transmission, you have a 7-speed automatic with manual shiftability via the paddle shifters here. When you put the vehicle into reverse, this will display your rear view camera. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the lights and the hazards. All windows are fully automatic in the C63. Go and pop up the hood and check out the engine bay. Heated exterior mirrors with LED turn signal indicators. Now this generation C-Class lasted from 2008 until 2014. However, the C63 was introduced in the 2009 model year. And then in 2012, they also introduced a coupe variant for the C63. Coming up front, you have halogen projector beam headlights, and you have your fogs down below. Now powering the Benz here is a naturally aspirated 6.2 liter V8 that produces 451 horsepower at 6,800 RPM and a whopping 443 pound-feet of torque at 5,000 RPM. And EPA estimates, you really shouldn't care about this, 12 in the city and 19 on the highway. This car is all about pure performance and not fuel efficiency here. right, now taking the 2011 C63 out for a test drive. Now, I have to be honest with you guys, this is my first time ever driving a high-performance Mercedes vehicle. And by the sound of it, this is just a vehicle that really puts a smile on my face. And the 450 horsepower just provides rip-soaring performance. I mean, this vehicle will knock you back in your seat. Now, since the C63 isn't your normal everyday C-Class here, it's not going to ride like one either. The ride quality, it can be a little stiff at times, but for people who buy this vehicle, it doesn't really matter to them. And this vehicle isn't supposed to be a luxury highway cruiser. This is supposed to be a sporty, high-performance, compact luxury sedan. And this thing is just fast. I just love the sound of that naturally aspirated V8 engine. It just sounds like a muscle car to me, and I just love it. And, you know, a lot of high performance, you know, compact luxury sedans nowadays have turbocharged engines. They don't have that throaty V8 engine sound. I just love that, how this C63 has that. So overall, really love driving the C63 here, and it certainly does put a smile on my face. And you know, this isn't a vehicle that's supposed to be a luxury highway cruiser. It's not supposed to have a quiet highway ride. It's supposed to just pack in muscle car performance into this little compact luxury sports sedan. And I think compared to the BMW M3, this is a vehicle that deserves worthy consideration. Now, competitors of the C63 back in 2011, you had the vehicles in the high-performance, compact luxury sports sedan class. This includes the likes of the Lexus ISF, BMW A3, and Audi S4. Coming to the rear of the vehicle, you have LED turn signal indicators, and you also do have quad exhaust tips. Now, interior quality in the C63 is superb, of course, and soft touch materials do abound everywhere inside of this vehicle here. And what's really more impressive than the materials is the build quality. Everything feels very sturdy inside of here, and then also it has that German solidity that you would expect out of Mercedes. And there's no panel gaps inside of here, and none of the interior trim and pieces creak, which is nice. Overall, interior quality is certainly impressive in the C63. Coming to the steering wheel, love the flat bottom design here, and the steering wheel rim has a pretty nice grip to it, I have to say, but the steering wheel is pretty sporty looking. Over here we have your controls for the driver information display, which I'll get to in just a minute, and you have your steering wheel mounted audio controls with your Bluetooth phone controls as well as your voice recognition. Up here you'll find an auto dimming rearview mirror with an integrated compass and garage home link. Your sunroof. Now, what's pretty interesting is that Mercedes didn't offer a panoramic sunroof for the C-Class, for the C63, but they offered it for the other C-Class variants. But pretty interesting that they didn't offer a panoramic sunroof and they just had a regular sunroof. Down here you also do have dual zone automatic climate control. You have your fan speeds, temperatures, and then your different zones. Dual cup holders, and then we have the main controller for the command interface, which I will get to in just a minute. And right here you have your center console, decent amount of storage in there, and then you also do have an SD card slot as well as it's lined with felt, which is nice. The seats in the C63 are great for when you're going around sharp corners or carving canyon roads, but they're really not all that great for longer trips. They're quite firm, but they do offer a whole lot of side bolstering, and they will hold you in place very well, which is nice. Thigh support is also pretty good too, but these seats are just very, very firm. As far as visibility goes, there's a lot of glass area all around in the C63 here, and seeing out of the windshield is pretty easy. And when you get to rearward visibility, it's pretty easy to see out of this vehicle. Right here, you also do have your 3-stage heated seats for the driver and the front passenger, your power rear window sunshade button. Coming to the gauges, we also do have full instrumentation for the gauges, and in the center you will find your driver information display, which is controlled by the buttons on the steering wheel. You have a digital speedometer, as you can see. It also shows you your exterior temperature readout, fuel range, shows you your trip odometer. Then you have your navigation, shows you your direction of travel. Audio, you can change your audio source from here. Telephone, if you hook up a Bluetooth phone, you can make a telephone call. Then you also do have your service for your tire pressure. Then settings like your instrument cluster, lights, vehicle, and convenience. What I also do love is that they put the little AMG logo down there, which is pretty cool. Now let's get to the main head unit here. Now this is the command interface, and this is their command interface from, I believe, a couple generations ago, but it does work fairly well, and it's controlled by the buttons up here near the center console, and it's controlled by the dial and the buttons surrounding it. But the dial is your main controller here. Now coming to the navigation system, the map quality was okay back in 2011, and you do have your points of interest, and you can enter in your destination by voice if you would like. Your audio sources do include all of the norm: AM, FM, XM satellite radio, and then you have your Bluetooth streaming audio, as well as your USB port with iPod integration and your auxiliary input. You can also hook up your Bluetooth phone, have all of your contacts stored on here, and have an integrated dial pad. And then you also do have DVD video playback. All you have to do is enter in a DVD into this CD slot right here, which is cool. You can watch a movie. Then you have your system, many different settings that you could change here, from the display, the rear view camera, Bluetooth, voice control, text reader speed, time, language. Then what's also pretty nice is that you can actually flip down the screen and then still have the radio playing. And if you want it to pop back up, just press that right there. The screen will pop back up. I prefer this over Mercedes' newer head units. I really like how this does this, and back in 2011, that was pretty neat, I have to say. All right, and let's go ahead and shut it down. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the C63. Now, sitting back here in the C-Class, this isn't a family sedan here, so you can only expect so much out of the rear seats, but I really do like how they carved the back of the seats for extra legroom, which is nice, but it's still pretty tight back here. There's not a whole lot of legroom, and then headroom is also tight back here too. But you do have a 12-volt power outlet and rear air vents, as well as rear center armrests with storage compartment and cup holders. And then you also do have rear adjustable headrests, which is nice. All right. Pretty large trunk space, and the rear seats do fold down 60-40 split by pulling on those levers. Powered passenger seat with power recline and memory seat settings for 3 people. The rear glove box, and you have a 12-volt power outlet in there too. So the 2011 Mercedes-Benz C63 AMG was an excellent choice for a high-performance compact luxury sports sedan with its rip-soaring performance, high quality and luxurious interior, and its sporty yet elegant exterior looks. So remember that this is Cameron Birch from Cameron's Car Reviews.